Yo, what's going on, zombie enthusiasts, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since the last time I posted, and I'm back now. And not only I'm back with a pure zombie deck profile to show you. So let's get into it, shall we? Starting off, 3 uni zombie. We got 3 Banshee and 3 Mizuki. This 9 like basically changed. If you watch my other videos, you know this one's never changed. And now I'm 1 Doom King and 2 Jacobulian, because now we play so many zombies since it's a pure zombie deck. Jacobulian has a bunch of targets in the hand to discard. It can be Mizukis, Gozukis, Banshees, or the next cards I'm gonna show you, like Argul Mazera, Spirit Owl, and 2 Gozuki. And yeah, there's not gonna be any Shinharu Solitaire out there. Instead, I'm playing 2 Mizuki with 3 Unizombie, 2 Gozuki, sorry, with 3 Unizombie, because I feel like with Solitaire you're gonna activate this effect, banish it. If you get ashed, you're screwed, because at least if you get ashed on your Gozuki meals, you still have the body of the field to extend with some cards I'm gonna show you later on. But yeah, also like 3 uni with 2 Gozuki is fine, because 5 normal summons, you really want that in a deck. Plus we can normal summon other stuff it may need, be like Banshees or Mizukis. And moving on to the last 2 zombies, Mad Molar, mandatory, Claw Bloom, mandatory. And then we have some non-zombie monsters. Yeah, even though I said this deck is gonna be pure, you gotta play Kelbeck and Agido. They're just too good for the deck. Might as well be ordinary zombies. The milling 5 is so good, especially like Unizombie. It doesn't need to discard the zombie from hand, so you can discard the Agido or the Kelbeck if you draw them and no have other way to discard. And one last monster, Jet Synchron. It can be kinda like a 6 to normal summon. You can, I guess, link it over something and do some plays. I don't play Link Rebo in this deck, but you may wish to play Link Rebo maybe. If you don't have some of the cards, I have an extra deck that I'm gonna show you. Moving on to the spells now. 3 Zombie World. This may look like a more combo heavy variant of the deck, but for me I play this combo and control. So having 3 Zombie World is really good, because in the late game you're gonna probably get like your 2 Zombie Worlds popped and then you wish to have a third. Happened to me so many times, especially post game 1, where my opponent would side in spell and trap removal. They would, like, as soon as they would focus Zombie World, like they would focus out as spell trap remove Zombie World, and kind of have to pay 3. Also make sure Banshees are alive all the time, because you have 3 Banshees, 3 Zombie Worlds. Also, they are not even that bad to draw, because if you draw them, then you can use your meal or some on an extender, then Banshee. Terms, Board Breakers, Super Poly. Like not only this is like one of the best board breakers out there, especially that we have Zombie World up. Draco Necro is really the best target. Also it discards 1, which comes in handy quite often. Speaking of board breakers, I'm playing 2 Books Lunar Eclipse. They are really good. cache is still running around, especially around the area I live, because the banners didn't really hit them properly. So you gotta still respect the cache, and I mean they're good in general. If you go first against synchro decks, Xyz decks, link decks, basically everything that's not fusion based, or monarchs, I guess, they don't care. Subterra for that matter. You can set them and use them as interruptions. Now, moving on from the board breakers, we have some starters that I said extenders, should I say, not starters, in the form of 2 ready fusion and 1 instant fusion. I'm gonna talk about the targets in the extra deck section. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. This and Gozuki can not only foolish one, can make immortal dragon. It's too foolish one and play your game. And to some really useful spells, 2 triple tactics. Pretty much everyone's running Ash, which, by the way, remember, Ash is a zombie, so if you don't have zombie word, you can negate your opponent's Ash if you're thinking on the field. That's something to remember. And yeah, and we can draw 2 to maybe draw an extender, or we can look at our opponent's hand to shuffle 1 back and make sure we get rid of their starters so we survive a turn. And then we got Monster Reborn, Zombie Reborn. This is not Zombie Reborn. I would have definitely played Zombie Reborn if you could use both effects in the same turn. But yeah, because this deck isn't really more focused on milling a bunch of cards, more like milling specific cards at one time, Zombie Reborn is a better extender. Monster Reborn is a better extender in this case than Zombie Reborn. And for the last spell, there's got 1 Foolish Barrel. You want a mill, so every zombie deck should run Foolish Barrel. And yeah, then following that up, for the 3 cards in the main deck, the 3 Rival of the Warlords. Since why I said I'm not really full focusing on combos, I'm also focusing on control, because zombie war with rivalry is still a good lock. So it's always gonna be, so I might as well play it, since basically all of our more important monsters are zombies. Rivalry doesn't really affect us. But yeah, that will be it for the main deck. So let's move on to the extra deck. Alright, so for my extra deck, I'm running 1 Vampire Fascinator, mainly for that really strong stealing power. Following that with a Sucker for that amazing draw power. And then an Avant-Garde Savior for that amazing battling power. Especially if you go second, you can beat over a problematic monster while you get an extender or anything really you want in the grave. But yeah, that's it for the links. You may want to play a link rainbow, maybe. The chances of drawing the Jet and the Bloom are quite low, and even so, there are ways to discard them from your hand. For synchros, this is quite synchro heavy. So I'm playing 1 Chaos Angel. This card is just busted. On summons, gets rid of something, but mainly you're rarely gonna summon it with the 1 light, but with no light on 2 darks instead. But still or synchro monsters are gonna be unaffected, which is amazingly good, because you can protect Baron, because it's not that hard to make Chaos Angel plus a Baron with Zombie World and Doom King. Speaking of the Baron, playing 1 Baron, and for our last level 10, the Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. If you have Felgar in the grave, and maybe you are locked under Mad Molar, and let's say we have Felgar, and also Mad Molar, we can go into Immortal. Immortal can bring back a Felgar from the grave for an extra banish, because Felgar is not just on synchro summon, it's on special summon. So that's where the interest came from. I know these two are very spicy in price, so you can play the Shinharui level 10, or I'm gonna have it up on the screen now probably, or Link Repo maybe, or maybe more level 8, because level 8 are also easy to make, like Axel Synchron with Felgrand and Omega for the level 8. I guess instead of Chaos Angel or Baron, if you don't have them, maybe play Stardust. So with Axel Synchron, you can special summon Stardust in your opponent's turn and get some protection for a zombie world, I guess. And Axel is extremely good in this deck because we have a few targets in the deck, but they are really good targets. Like not many people may think that the Mad Mauler locks you into zombies while face up on the field. Well, that's not a thing. That's only a thing if it's special summoned by his effect. So if you special summon it using Axel, you're not gonna be locked into zombies, meaning that you can go into, well, not Chaos Angel. Yeah, mainly go into Baron, I guess, or even into Immortal Dragon. Oh wait, no. Speaking of Immortal Dragon, that's not Immortal Dragon. This is Immortal Dragon. Perfect starter, extender, whatever. A really good card comes back. Everyone in zombie is destroyed. So if you get your board broken, you get an extender out of that. Mainly summon it using Spirit Dao to foolish a Mad Mauler. Mad Mauler brings himself back, makes Spirit Dao 4, going to Immortal. But also, like I said, Gozuki is kind of combo, because Gozuki can foolish one, then you activate either your instant fusion or ready fusion, and bring one of the targets that I was gonna talk about later. It's Alvin, level 2 tuner, and then you can fuse the Gozuki or maybe Banshee or Mezuki for that matter, if you didn't draw anything, and go into Immortal to foolish. Now for the XC, just one, the Zombie Vampire. Really good card. It may seem a bit tricky to have, but with Ogul Mazera and Dunking, which are both pretty. Dunking is really easy to get access to. Ogul Mazera, maybe, but they will have to extend. Also, since I'm playing the triple tactics, let's say going second, I can steal one of my opponent's monsters, and perfect of the Zombie Vampire can be treated as a level 8 for 6 summon. Now for some fusions, mainly super poly targets. Draco Necro, best super poly target if you have Zombie World up. Garura, if you don't have Zombie World up, Garura is amazing. Not only you can basically super poly everything, kinda, depending on the matchup, of course. It's a level 6, which is really good. Level 6s are really good because a uni zombie that uses effect to foolish from the deck, and a Garura are 10, so you can go into a Baron or Chaos Angel, and Garura is gonna draw you 1, so you can draw something really good like an extender, and sometimes it unbricks you, so Garura is just amazing. Another Sing fusion, the Sea Monster of Treasures. You know, it comes up a lot since I'm playing 2 ready fusion, 2 instant fusion. The Sea Monster of Treasure is really good because it's just a level 5 tuner. The that you can use to extend really. But sometimes if I open Unizombie and Ready Fusion or Instant Fusion, you can use Unizombie's effect to discard one from your hand. Let's say make Unizombie a 4 and send something from your deck to the grave, and make the sea monster of treasure a 6. Or you can just no discard from the hand and just discard from the deck, from the deck, and make sea monster of treasure 6, which is a level 6 tuner. It's really good because it's really easy access to the level 10 synchros from there. And this would be the one Elvian. I'm gonna have a picture up on the screen because it seems like the last time I played it I lost it. I have no clue where it is. I couldn't find it for the life of me, and I guess I'm gonna have to get a new one. I mean, I guess they're like really cheap. They're basic bulk, so it shouldn't be that hard. But this would be it. This is mainly just the starter to use with Gozuki or any of your level 4s that you normal summoned, to bring them with Stem Fusion or Ready Fusion. And that would be it for decks. So I'm gonna move on to the side deck. Alright guys, so before I go into my side deck, which some of the stuff here are really mandatory. You should adjust your side deck depending on your local environment, or if you go to competitive place like a big tournament region or something, you should adjust for the meta and such. But before I get into this, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. I want to know if you guys want to see me do some tests and with the deck. And if you reach so far, you're like a true champ. So let's just get into it. Playing 3 Gamma Seals. Like I said, cash is still a problem. And also I have some Blackwind players. Shout out to you, Reese. You kind of forced me to side deck some Kaijus. Following that with 2 Banknotes and 1 Druid Strum. This is mainly for Despia. This deck has a really tough Despia matchup, which kinda sucks. It's quite hard for this deck to beat Despia. But sometimes it works, and the Beasters help a lot. But you also use them for anytime you go against a light or dark deck, even a mirror match. You see their Doom King. Go for the Doom King. Pretty much. And then some back row hate, Twin Twisters. In this deck, you need to play Twin Twisters instead of something like Cosmic Cyclone and such. I know it's a good because it banishes, but Twin Twisters not only pops 2, it also discards 1, which can be a Banshee or a Mizuki. So you get that extension going on while popping 2 for your opponent. So you don't really mind go minus. And for some the traps next, Deep Barrier. Everyone should be playing Deep Barrier. You either main it or side it. Deep Barrier is just good. It's Deep Barrier. Pretty much every deck loses to Deep Barrier. Then playing Evelyn for the last 3 cards in the deck trap. Evelyn is not only good against many decks out there, I love to use it against backer decks. They just don't really expect getting hit by an Evelyn. And having to banish all the cards face down, especially because Evenly doesn't really affect the monster, it affects the player. So they have to choose. But yeah, that would be it for the deck profile now. Now that I finished all my exams and everything, I'm gonna be back to posting, once a week or 2, maybe. I definitely gonna, if you guys like it, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to posting some ascents with this build. And before we move on to other zombie builds, I guess. Because I really want to play Assault Synchron when then the Battles of Legends comes out. We shouldn't be that far away. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna be seeing you all in the next video. Casus, signing out.